Hello again everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. We are back in the Hanged Man. And we had a lovely moment in the last episode where Isabella finally declared her undying love for Hawke, which was... It was beautiful, I must say. It was beautiful. After all this time, we knew. We knew deep down, didn't we? And we need to check now what our next port of call is. Yes, we're going to speak to Meryl. We'll go and have a word with her. I'm really happy with that. That's so good. Oh, nice. Oh, Meryl, what's wrong?
Oh, Hawke. Come in. I was just... Am I crazy?
What?
What? No, of course not.
I thought their rule in a home would fix everything. The mirror would work and everything would be right again. But I keep dreaming of Paul's face. Everyone that I care for thinks I'm a monster.
You didn't kill Paul.
What happened in that cave wasn't your fault. Paul did that to himself.
I know. But I caused it, or the clan did. Filling his head with terrible stories about me. You've been so good to me. Someday I'll make this up to you, Leslie.
I hope so, Meryl. I hope so. You're a good person. And you've also trapped me behind a table. How could you? She's so likable, is Meryl. Like, she really is. Yeah, I really wish I didn't have, you know, if it wasn't for Anders being so useful, I probably would have kept her in my party a lot more. Yes. So we need to go and can we gather party in here? Yes, we can. Right. So if we swap Varric out very briefly for Sebastian, got to level Sebastian up like crazy now, aren't I? Yeah. Bit of Constitution, Cunning, Dexterity. Okay. Royal Archer. He's already boosted there. Give an extra Smoking Arrow and Storm of Arrows. Cool. So the quest is, yeah, to accompany Sebastian to a meeting with Sister Nightingale, an agent of the Divine, in the Viscount's throne room tonight. The Grand Cleric hopes the agent will tell the Divine not to interfere in the Kirkwall Mage situation. Right. Yeah, because if the Divine interferes, then things could go quite badly. Right, Hightown at night, let's go. Because basically, we are potentially threatening for we're risking, sorry, an entire invasion of Kirkwall, basically, for the Divine to cleanse the whole place, so we don't want that. I'm pretty sure we can deal with this internally. You know, I believe so. We'll just have to be very careful with exactly how we go about this. Sure, that guard won't mind me going into the keep. To be fair, I'm the champion of Kirkwall. I surely have nigh on free reign over the damn place. Well, within reason, you know. Okay, let's go.
The Viscount's throne room has been sealed off since his death. A strange place for a holy sister to be.
It is a bit, isn't it? It's a bit strange. I hope there's no, like, dodgy goings-on here.
I can handle that.
Oh, right. Isabella, please.
You happy now?
Fantastic. It's a bloody good job that we had a rogue in our party, because close the door, otherwise like that guard might kick off, I don't know. That's not Sister Nightingale, it's a blood mage.
So, even the Divine fears us now. She should. Kill the spies!
What? What in the spies? What the shit? Holy hell. There's corpses all over the place now. Right. Get these mages killed straight away. Because they always cause us unending problems. Oh shit, rage demons. What the hell is going on? Is that Liliana?
The Resolutionists. I might have known.
It
you were
is!
part of this.
It's Liliana, and you are?
Are you Sister Nightingale?
I am. Or you may call me Liliana.
Holy shit!
The Divine sent me to investigate the possibility of a rebellion here in Kirkwall.
I didn't know she was the right hand of the Divine.
Some experience in unconventional situations.
Oh, you're not wrong there, Liliana.
The Leliana, who accompanied the hero of Ferelden to slay the Archdemon.
Ah. I see it will be harder to remain anonymous so near the Ferelden border. Yes, I knew the hero of Ferelden. Perhaps you have heard the songs I wrote of our time together. But that was many years ago. I am working for the Divine now, in Orlais. I had not thought to return to this part of Thedas.
Wow.
Who were the Resolutionists?
An offshoot of a fraternity within the Circle of Magi.
Oh, Jesus.
There have always been factions that support freedom from the Chantry and the abolition of the Circle. We have tolerated them, but the Resolutionists have become violent. They are likely behind the unrest here.
I see. Oh, thank you for your help.
I appreciate you stepping in back there.
Of course. They mistook you for me, so they must know I am in Kirkwall. The Divine has long suspected that Kirkwall's problems were spurred by an outside group.
Like any mage with a brain can't come up with, let's rebel.
This attack proves she is right.
You knew they would attack?
Are
Yeah.
you saying you set this whole thing up?
I let word slip that an agent of the Divine was coming to investigate the Mage troubles. It is how they chose to react, which condemns them.
Well, yeah, it does pretty much sum it up, doesn't it? What does she plan to do?
Will the Divine send soldiers?
Divine Justinia takes the situation here very seriously. She believes it is the worst threat to Thedas since the Cunara invaded.
A handful of apostates. How can that possibly...
The whole world is watching Kirkwall. If it falls to magic, none of us are safe.
None of you?
Tell
Wow,
everyone to leave.
Anders, don't
There is
start that.
refuge for her at the Grand Cathedral in Orlais. She will not be safe here.
Tell the Grand Cleric to leave, really?
These mages are out of control.
Many stories have been told of Liliana. Some say she fought alongside the hero of Ferelden against the Blight Price, serving at the right hand of the Divine. Even that is hearsay. The only thing known for certain is that the Bard is often seen at the Divine side in Val Royeaux. This has caused no small degree of alarm in the Chantry's inner circles. Does the Divine have a plan of her own? What might Liliana's part be? The truth remains to be seen. The Resolutionists. Each circle of Magi is home to various fraternities of enchanters that serve as social outlets for mages and ways for those of like mind to promote their philosophies of magic. The most marginal of these were always the Libertarians, who believe mages must take a more active role in the politics of Thedas, while publicly only advocating greater power for the circles. While publicly only advocating greater power for the circles, many Libertarians secretly wish to split completely from the Chantry, as the mages did in Tevinter. The Chantry allowed the group to continue in order to know potential troublemakers. The Resolutionists changed all that. Splitting from the main Libertarian fraternity, the Resolutionists are open apostates who support freedom for mages at all costs. They have engaged in acts of terror and sabotage against the Chantry throughout Thedas, and many are connected to Kirkwall's Mage Underground. They have declared that unless mages are free to rule themselves, they will show every person in Thedas how little protection the Circle of Magi actually offers. So they're essentially a terrorist group. That's lovely. Blood Mage, Samara's Gauntlets. Wow, those are some nice gauntlets. I will be using them. Thank you. Let's loot all this stuff. The Low Blade and the Jewel of the Ether. That's some nice stuff here. Mage's Friend and the Resolutionist Cap. It's a better shield too. The freaking loot of them, these guys are crazy. Okay. Well, I guess we will use this shield then. Okay, it's got 3 enchantment slots too. It's a nice shield, actually. And what was the other stuff? It was Jewel of the Ether, willpower, health, and magic resistance. What about that dagger too, the Low Blade? Yeah, we'll put that instead of the caster's right hand, should we? No, that's not right. That's absolutely not what I wanted. Wait, hold on. I'm very confused now. That dagger should go there. The Low Blade should go there. There we go. Fantastic. Cool. Okay. Return the Chantry with Sebastian and tell the Grand Cleric that the Divine One said to leave Kirkwall and seek safety in Orlais. So she basically... So the Divine basically understands that this whole thing is going to blow up in no small amount of time, so she wants the Grand Cleric to get the hell out of there. Fair enough. Well, I certainly didn't expect to see Leliana of all people pop up here. I mean, she was in the DLC, wasn't she? The Mark of the Assassin DLC at Duke Prosper's party, but yeah,
so
she's.
Your tranquil solution was hardly the Holocaust you imagined.
You've been seeking revenge for the death of one family for as long as I've known you. Are you honestly judging me for trying to save the lives of every mage in Thedas?
But they were never threatened. It was a single man's lunacy. The Chantry would never follow through with such a thing.
Yet.
I think Sebastian's kind of got a point there. I think Anders is actually like gradually just losing his mind. Actually, yeah, he's not coping well, to say the least. Right, so we need to go to the Chantry. Where is the Chantry again? It's up there. Cool. Fantastic. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find any more of those Canary swords. I feel like I've pretty much gotten everything I can out of that. But yeah, let's go see the Chantry and warn the Grand Cleric of well, Leliana's warning, basically.
How can you keep standing up for her?
Who?
That doddering old biddy of a Grand Cleric.
Wow.
How dare you? Elthina is everything a Grand Cleric should be. She's holy, wise...
Spineless. Hesitant. She's clay in Meredith's hands.
In the face of danger, sometimes the bravest thing is to stand back and trust that the Maker will see justice done.
Well, if doing nothing sums up your religion, then Elthina is perfect. Personally, I'd prefer a Chantry that favors action over sloth.
Anders and Sebastian are not going to get on for too long, are they? To say the least. Alright, Elthina.
Sister Nightingale says you must leave Kirkwall.
What?
You were right. The Divine will be taking action against Kirkwall, though the sister didn't say what. You must take the holy relics from the Chantry and leave for safety.
Sebastian, I'm surprised at you. Andraste would not thank me for saving a few dusty finger bones and my own skin at the cost of people's lives.
You won't leave?
Are you saying you will not flee?
When I became Grand Cleric, I took a vow to the people of Kirkwall and the Free Marches. I will not leave my flock.
Would you let yourself die?
There is no greater devotion than to lay one's life at the Maker's feet. There is no better death than to take the blow for another.
Please reconsider,
Sister
yeah.
Nightingale took a great risk to warn you. Don't be rash.
It's not going to end well.
Please, Your Grace. Sister Nightingale thinks there will be war.
Then, I must make peace. Settle yourself, Sebastian. I'm in no personal danger. I am Grand Cleric. Who would dare attack me?
If you will not shield yourself, then I will be your shield. You will come through this safely by the Maker's name. I swear it.
You're not questioning belief. There we go. Sebastian would like to speak privately in the Chantry. Well, I'm right here.
If Althena won't leave Kirkwall, neither will I. I can't abandon her when the Divine's own agent warned her away.
You're very devoted,
The
yeah.
Grand Cleric is lucky to have your loyalty.
She'd be luckier were I willing to hit her over the head and carry her away. This isn't her battle. But if these Maleficarum rebel against the Knight Commander, Althena will put herself between them and be torn apart. I must try to make her see reason. This cannot end well.
Well, you are right there. Still speak privately? Still going, apparently.
I'm giving it all up. I made a vow to the Chantry, and it was wrong to turn my back.
Sebastian, listen to yourself. You're as impulsive now as the day you turned away from us. Do you think the Maker wants another rashly spoken vow that you'll abandon when the next passion takes you?
I will not...
This is your life, child. Don't spend it being blown about like a weather vane. But here's Hawke. Maybe you can talk some sense into him.
She seems
Is
frustrated,
the
yeah.
Grand Cleric upset with you?
She thinks I'm fickle, but I mean it. It was wrong for me to break my oath to the Chantry. I've turned against the Maker. And for what? Why would I want to rule Starkhaven and deal with jackals like Lady Harriman for the rest of my life?
Do you see yourself as a prince or a priest?
That's exactly the question I've been praying for guidance about. When I think of going to Starkhaven, calling on allies like Flora Harriman and all the corrupt, scheming nobles, my throat swells shut in horror. When I think about staying, I'm at peace.
Fair enough.
If you give it up, what then?
I suppose I must convince Althena my commitment is sincere. Then I will remain here, to represent the Maker's interests as she thinks best.
What's right for Starkhaven,
You
yeah.
should ask what's best for your people, not just for you.
I do not have hubris enough to imagine it matters to the common people who rules them. Kirkwall does well enough with no one in the Viscount's seat.
I don't think that's a good way of
Someone
looking
will
at it.
take the reins. The fields will be planted, the crops gathered. No one will notice that a Vale lives and isn't there, and I can devote my life to the Maker's will on Thedas.
You belong in the Chantry,
You're
yeah.
wise to stay here. No one trusts a man who breaks his oath.
I cannot return to Starkhaven and subject my people to war without a clear sign that it's the Maker's will.
Fair enough. Okay. So, that is all of our side business taken care of now, as far as I'm aware. So, I think we'll just gather our party quickly here. We'll get rid of Sebastian, all due respect to him. I just prefer Varric. There we go. So, on that note, guys, we're going to end this episode here, and the next episode we will press on with the main plot and go and have a word with, what's her name? Meredith. Meredith. What's her name? Knight Commander Meredith, yes. And we'll find out where this Templar Mage conflict is going to head next. So thank you all for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, then please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll catch you in the next episode of Dragon Age 2. Thanks again, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.